I feel like this edition of SmackDown Live is exactly what the show needed for a very long time right now. AJ Styles is the longest reigning SmackDown WWE champion in its history. He lost the title. Not only he lost the title, he lost the championship to Daniel Bryan, and on top of that, Daniel Bryan turned heel on this episode of SmackDown Live, so it was intriguing, unexpected, shocking, and it got people talking, and this is exactly what the show needed for a very long time right now, because I was losing hope. Even though the previous week was quite entertaining, this one just blew it out of the water. I feel like this episode was amazing. I was watching it with my girlfriend. She's not like the biggest fan of the WWE, but it's more enjoyable to watch it together, and she liked the episode. Of course, Daniel Bryan turning heel, winning the WWE Championship got a lot of criticism, but we're going to talk about that later in this video. Let's start with the beginning of the show. AJ Styles makes his way into the ring and he talks about the fact that he defeated every single opponent he had except Brock Lesnar, and he addressed, that he wants revenge, that this year he's going to beat Brock Lesnar. But for some reason, Paul Heyman was right here as well, and he said that AJ Styles, you are the best WWE wrestler pretty much of all time after Daniel Bryan. So what I don't understand, why would Paul Heyman compliment Daniel Bryan? Why is Daniel Bryan even in this conversation? Is that a plot hole or something? I'm not quite sure. So they were teasing a heel turn or whatever at the beginning of the beginning of the show, but why? Why would Paul Heyman compliment Daniel Bryan? Is Daniel Bryan a Paul Heyman guy right now? We still don't know anything about that, but I don't think he is. At the end of the day, he's facing Brock Lesnar. So I don't know what's up with that, but then we got Daniel Bryan interfering, and even though AJ Styles said that he has nothing but respect Daniel Bryan had issue with AJ Styles even talking about Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan said that he is searching for a reason to punch AJ Styles in the face, so that was kinda heelish, but if you didn't read the spoilers of SmackDown Live, you wouldn't think that Daniel Bryan is going to turn heel. You would think that this is just that personal, and we got a brawl, we got a bunch of WWE officials, Shane McMahon, referees trying to, separate them, but it was really intense, and it seemed like this rivalry is really strong right now. In the backstage segment, we got a bunch of people arguing, Paige, Shane McMahon, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, a bunch of officials, and they announced that at the main event of SmackDown Live, we're going to have a WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Later we got Jeff Hardy versus Andreas and Alamos, and the roster of SmackDown Live is so good. Every match feels like a bit of a dream match, and I really appreciate that. It was entertaining to watch, and last week I said that I have no issue with Andreas and Alamos losing, because at the end of the day he is in a ring with guys like Rey Mysterio, Jeff Hardy, Miz, whatever, against main eventers like Daniel Bryan or AJ Styles. But him losing against Jeff Hardy, who has no momentum whatsoever lately, I think that's a bit of an issue, right? He was not like jobbing to Jeff Hardy, but he lost to a Swanton Bomb, and that was it. Maybe that's a bit of an issue, I don't know. Especially because Jeff Hardy has no momentum, but at the same time, I don't want Jeff Hardy to lose as well, because of the same fact, he has no momentum, he needs some. So that was not the best decision. If they really wanted Jeff Hardy to regain some momentum, I feel like they should have done it with someone else, not Andrade and Alamos. Daniel Bryan already got removed from the WWE SmackDown Survivor Series team, and he got replaced by Jeff Hardy, so I guess that's logical. I still don't understand why Orton is not in the team if he's the best Survivor Series competitor of all time. I still don't get it. Anyway, The Miz said that he doesn't want Rey Mysterio to be on his team, so we got The Miz versus Rey Mysterio. If the Miz wins the match, Rey Mysterio is out of the team. But surprisingly, Rey Mysterio won the match with a roll-up, and I was pretty sure that Rey Mysterio is going to lose the match and Randy Orton is going to replace him. But unfortunately, that was not the case at all. But after the match, Randy Orton tried to attack Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio reversed it, and The Miz and Orton bumped into each other accidentally, and then we got just an RKO out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever. Orton RKOs The Miz. pretty entertaining. And yeah, this episode just flew by. Again, if anyone needs to be replaced on this team, it's Shane McMahon. Orton instead of Shane would make way more sense, but this is WWE we're talking about. We got Paige in the ring announcing that Becky Lynch is unable to compete at WWE Survivor Series because of what Nia Jax did on Monday Night Raw. She hit her in the face with a full fist accidentally. How could you mess that up? But anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that Becky Lynch was supposed to get replaced. And this match doesn't make any sense anymore because it was supposed to be Raw Champion versus SmackDown Champion. But, you know, WWE really compensated for that because now we're getting this kind of a dream match between Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. Becky Lynch, out of all people, chose Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch pretty much said that she trusts her to do what she could do herself to Ronda Rousey. They hugged, so even though they're really big rivals, it was a touching moment. It kind of felt real in a way, so I appreciate the fact that we are getting this dream match that was, I think, a rumored WrestleMania match. People said that this could main event a WrestleMania, Charlotte versus Ronda, and now we're getting this at Survivor Series. So I really feel like WWE compensated for what we lost. It sucks that Becky Lynch is not going to be at Survivor Series, but at the end of the day, I feel like it could kind of work in her favor because she's not going to lose against Ronda Rousey right now. I'm not sure if she will have to relinquish the WWE Women's Championship, but if she has to, maybe it would work in her favor as well because I feel like she would be the only logical Royal Rumble winner. She would regain the championship at WrestleMania, and in my opinion, Becky Lynch is one of the greatest WWE women we ever had. I've never seen someone this invested in a WWE female character, and I'm really happy about that. People really care about her. It doesn't matter whether she's a babyface or a heel, people are going to care about her, and that's the thing that matters the most. We got the New Day versus The Bar and The Big Show, and it was an entertaining match, but honestly not something that we needed to see. Like, it was kind of a filler, let's be honest out here. So I'm not mad that it happened. I don't have anything to comment other than the fact that we got a catching KO punch, which was pretty entertaining. And another good thing about this is the fact that Big Show is kinda enjoyable to watch again. He has a role in the WWE, and I wish that he would count as a tag team champion, but I don't think he counts, right? Like, if the New Day win the tag team championships, they're all tag team champions. It doesn't seem like that's the case with The Bar and The Big Show, but maybe they should give the championships to The Big Show. I don't know, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And we got the main event, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I already knew that this is going to be a great match, and it was. It was entertaining, it was not very short, which is something I really appreciate. Daniel Bryan was working on AJ Styles' injured arm, which is kinda heelish in a way, but still you wouldn't tell that Daniel Bryan is going to turn heel. You would think that this is just that personal. However, accidentally they knock out the referee and Daniel Bryan kicks AJ Styles into the balls, and this is when you kinda get that feeling that Daniel Bryan is turning heel, or that he feels sorry for what he did in the heat of the moment. But then he hit his finisher, 1, 2, 3, Daniel Bryan is the new WWE champion. One of the most shocking WWE moments. Like, let me tell you the reasons why I feel like it's shocking. AJ Styles loses the WWE championship after a very long run. AJ Styles loses the championship on SmackDown Live, out of all places. AJ Styles loses the championship to Daniel Bryan, who had multiple concussions, and his WWE career was like, is he going to wrestle for another year, or is he going to wrestle for 2 more weeks? We didn't know if WWE could trust Daniel Bryan to put the championship on him. So the fact that out of all people is Daniel Bryan, it's shocking to me. So it makes me feel like maybe he was supposed to win the championship at the Greatest Royal Rumble, or should I say Crown Jewel? Maybe he was supposed to win the championship, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, he is a heel, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. It's hard to imagine him as a heel. Maybe he's going to do the whole no gimmick, or maybe he's going to be that delusional guy and he will think that everyone should support him, so he is going to yes either way. I'm not quite sure, and at first I was like, maybe this is not a heel turn, but after the match, Daniel Bryan looked at the championship and then he attacked AJ Styles again just to confirm that yes, this guy is a heel right now. So this only means that we are getting Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar, and on one hand, I'm like, you know what, we never seen this before. I'm interested in this way more than I'm interested in AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar, because we already seen that, right? Even though I was also interested in that as well. But the other part of me says, you know what? Daniel Bryan I don't know if he is, but it feels like he's prone to injuries right now. Putting him against Brock Lesnar maybe is not the wisest idea. You know, maybe it's not the best idea, and hopefully he's not going to oversell suplexes, because I'm really worried about Daniel Bryan getting a concussion. So I don't know if it's going to be a more entertaining match than against AJ Styles, but it will be fun to compare these two matches of last year's Survivor Series and this year's Survivor Series match. So new WWE champion Daniel Bryan, didn't expect him to win the championship, didn't expect him to turn heel for the rest of his career, but anyway, this happened. Let me know your thoughts, and I will give this SmackDown Live honestly 8.5 out of 10. I felt like this was really enjoyable. It was really fast-paced, straight to the point, and how Survivor Series should be booked. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to support the channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the links are in the description below. As always, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs.